Hi, welcome to Mercury Retrograde. I'm going to be chatting to you a little bit about Mercury Retrograde, the crystals that I like to use during this time, and then maybe lead you into a small meditation just in case things become a little bit too much, just to calm you down. So what is Mercury Retrograde? We hear a lot of negative things about Mercury Retrograde. But Mercury retrograde is when it looks like the planet is moving backwards from the planet Earth. It really isn't. It is moving in its normal orbit, but it just looks like it's going backwards. And traditionally that tends to mean when Mercury retrograde hits, it normally hits for about 3 weeks, about 3 times a year. And the next time that we have Mercury retrograde is the 29th of May 2021. So tends to be that with Mercury retrograde there are problems with technology, tends to be there's problems with contracts, and Mercury is all about communication. So if there are things that you possibly have not dealt with, people you've spoken to or situations at work, tends to be that these will resurface at this time because you haven't dealt with them. So Mercury is going to make you deal with them, which is not really what we want. But sometimes we just have to be pushed to do these things to get to where we're supposed to go. My kind of preparation for when Mercury retrograde arrives is to minimize how last minute I'm doing things. So for instance, book work, things like that, I tend to leave during Mercury retrograde because it'll always happen that there'll be some saga and it fails. Zoom calls, oh my God, I always tend to have a nightmare around Mercury retrograde when it comes to Zoom calls or Zoom meditations. So I try to avoid it if I can, really. Face-to-face stuff is absolutely fine. It's just anything to do with the computer, it doesn't tend to like me, or my phone. And my phone is my business, really, so sometimes it can be a bit tricky. But the biggest ways that Mercury tends to mess us up is through the communication, and the truthful communication, not just to make someone feel better and to just, the times that we just kind of say stuff that we don't really mean, but we know it's what people want to hear. Mercury will be all mischievous, and it'll mess it all up until you actually say your honest truth. So there's sometimes not a way to prepare yourself for Mercury retrograde. The crystals that I do like using, however, will always be, I've got some blue lace agate here. I've got quite a few small pieces. It's got a lovely kind of pale blue with lines on it. Blue lace agate is a real calming crystal for me. So it's blue, so it's great for the throat chakra, and for communication it's absolutely brilliant to have it with you. It really amplifies truthful communication, honest communication, communication from the heart, so it doesn't come from a place of hate or jealousy. It comes from a place of love and calm. And I think that's what's really important with communication, that we do it in a calm manner, even when there's things that we want to resolve. Why do conversations turn into conflict? It can be because it comes from a place of anger, a place of jealousy, and a place where there's not enough time to actually talk about it. It's not maybe done in an effective, mindful way. So the conversation is done through text messages or emails. So blue lace agate really amplifies that calm, controlled way to talk. Book a time that the person that you want to communicate with has got time to give you their undivided attention, just like so you can have that undivided attention, you can give it. And maybe prepare for that chat, the things that you really do want to say, and how maybe can you say it that doesn't sound defensive or aggressive. So blue lace agate, it's really calming as well. So if there's any high anxiety, this is a great crystal to have with you anyway. And with you, I mean in your pocket, in your bra, carry it with you. It is one of my lifesavers. The other crystal that I love using is Smoky Quartz. So Smoky Quartz is a protective stone. I absolutely love it for Mercury Retrograde. It's got that lovely smoky hue to it, but it really protects me from all the angst that is going on, because it is one of those seasons where everyone's going to have something going wrong. So there will be lots of complaining, lots and lots of complaining. So that's why it's really great to have something that protects you from sucking and absorbing all the community's worries and woes and problems that are going on. So that's another lovely crystal to work with. I like to keep it on me during Mercury Retrograde as part of the course. And then finally, we have some beautiful amethyst. So amethyst is really, really great for forgiveness. It's my forgiveness stone. I really like using amethyst. You can see it's got that beautiful kind of lavender hue. This one's a point, some other tumble stones of different varieties of amethyst. And I just feel, with communication being high on the agenda in Mercury Retrograde, that actually amethyst is one to remind you to come from a place of forgiveness and a place of love. So if there are any disputes, whatever it may be, it's good to just keep that with you, to kind of have that understanding that it's your perspective, you know, but actually there's lots of other viewpoints, and to try not to be completely, you know, adamant that your viewpoint is the correct viewpoint, because actually it's really not. And is it really worth arguing and causing conflict over something? Sometimes it's really not worth it. So it's really good to have amethyst with me. I tend to have amethyst with me quite a lot anyway when I'm working with clients, because we're all from different worlds, we're all from different backgrounds, you know, and what I've experienced, someone else has not experienced. And it's really daft for me to think that I'm the only one with an opinion and I'm always right. It's not the case at all. And I wish more people realised that. So amethyst, smoky quartz, blue lace agate, those are my go-to crystals. So if we are using these during a meditation, which I'm about to lead you on, the blue, it'd be lovely if you were lying down, because then you could place the blue lace agate on your throat. The smoky quartz would be great either at the bottom of your feet or on your pubic bone, your root chakra or your earth chakra. And then you've got your beautiful amethyst. Be great to put that on your crown chakra, so just above your head wherever you're lying down. So when you're lying down, try and ensure that your back is beautifully straight to allow those energies to move through. It's better to not be disturbed, so close the door. Maybe do this when everyone is out of the house, so that you won't be hollered at from down the bottom of the stairs for some food. Or even when the animals are out for a walk, you know, maybe your husband's taking the dog for a walk, that would be the perfect time to do something like this. So lie down, make yourself warm and comfortable, place those crystals if you've got them on you, where I've just said, and take a lovely deep breath in and hold, and then out. 2, 3, 4. Let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and out. 2, 3, 4. One last time. In, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and then out. 2, 3, 4. Really concentrate on that breath, that beautiful breath that gives us our life energy, that keeps everything oxygenated within our body. It's an absolute marvel that this automatic thing we do is so miraculous, really, that it keeps us alive. And if you have got any areas of aches or pains or discomfort, then breathe in that energy, breathe in that breath to that area. So really focus that breath to the area of discomfort. You know, it might be in the knees or the hips, around your back. Imagine that breath going to that area and really focusing that oxygen in that area. Allow it to ease that pain, that discomfort. And stay with that pain because it will dissipate. I think I've got that word wrong. So just allow it to dissolve. And now what I want you to do is imagine a beautiful blue energy coming in through your feet and starting to travel up your legs, past your ankles, your calves, your knees, past your thighs, up to your pubic bone, passing your lower body, all the chakras that are there, the root chakra, sacral chakra, and past your belly button, past your solar plexus, past your heart, and up to your throat. Imagine that blue energy spreading to each and every cell, from your hair follicles to your blood cells that are circulating your body. Allow that energy to move over your shoulders and down, past your elbows, past your wrists, to the tips of your fingers. And then imagine that energy moving from your throat chakra all the way up, past your lips, your nose, your eyes, past your third eye chakra, up to your crown chakra. Just allow that beautiful, calm energy, that blue, that calmness, just almost fizzle out any thoughts that you're overthinking. If your mind's going off, just allow it to calm that all down. If you hold any anger within you, allow it to diffuse that anger. Really breathe that beautiful blue energy around and around and around. And I really want us to focus on our throat, where our throat chakra resides. Really breathe in that energy and imagine a beautiful blue lotus flower, like a bud, starting to spin faster and faster as it opens up. So your throat chakra, as it gets more and more energy, it starts to spin faster. This lotus flower starts to bloom, but it spins faster and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. This is the area we really want to bring all our energy, our focus and our intent to. And so much of the things we want to communicate are either driven by thoughts or feelings. So I really want us to connect our third eye and our heart to this throat. So I really want us to create a channel between that beautiful blossom flower that's just grown in our throat chakra. I want us to imagine energy moving from that lotus flower up to our third eye, creating a loop between throat and the third eye chakra. And then I want us to imagine a loop going down to our heart chakra and back up to our throat chakra. And if you will, imagine almost like an infinity sign where the throat chakra is the center and we have the two petals moving up to our third eye and then down to our throat chakra. And I really want you to see that blue energy pulsating, that infinity sign, really strengthening that connection. What is the truth that we want to communicate? What is our heartfelt feelings surrounding that? And it's really okay to be able to identify it and then really think on it, ponder on it. Sometimes the big communications require some semblance of focus, of thought, of time dedicated to figuring it out. What is it you want to improve? What is it that you want to create? What benefits will it bring talking about this? What changes do you want to see? How does your heart feel about that? Is that the truth? Intuitively, how do you think you're going to react? How do you think that other person's going to react? What's going to be the answer? And now we're going to bring back that beautiful infinity sign back into the throat chakra. And we're going to allow that blossom to start to spin slower and starting to slowly move back into its beginning bud. So it's tightly protected. All that beautiful blue energy that you've created there is still there, but it's for you to use when you need it. That superpower of communication, of truth, of honor. And then I want you to imagine all that beautiful blue energy that is within you being sucked into that throat chakra, really creating a strong communication center. Allow every drop of blue energy to be pulled into that center. And so when you're ready, take a lovely deep breath in and hold and out. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, and hold and out. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, and hold and out. 2, 3, 4. And when you're ready, start to wiggle those toes, wiggle those fingers, and open your eyes. After every small little meditation, it's really important to ground yourself again. So have a drink, have a biscuit or a banana. Allow yourself to come back down to earth before you do any exercise or get in the car. Just allow yourself that cup of tea or that water to just cement yourself. Feel like you have 2 feet back on the ground. This is a great meditation to do anytime that you know you've got to have that conversation, okay? Allow it to empower you. This is the point of it. It is time. If Mercury is pushing you in that direction, it tends to be time to have that conversation with whoever it is in your life, whether it's work, family, a loved one, a friend. Have the courage and the confidence to have that conversation. I hope you've enjoyed the series. Please like it, please share it, subscribe, that would be lovely. And you can always go to my website, www.soulcare.org, where I offer reflexology, crystal healing, workshops, meditations, subscription box, anything that I can do to help springboard your journey to find the fire within. I hope you have a good Mercury retrograde. Namaste, everyone. See you later.